Hi there, it's Amy. Today I'll be teaching an intermediate Pilates Flow class to build inner strength and connection. We'll focus on maintaining core control during the transitions between exercises, training our bodies to move better and therefore feel better in our daily lives. Let's get started with a seated warm-up to connect to our breath and deep abdominals. Sit bones are anchored down or tall through the crown of our head. With the hands behind your thighs, we'll take an inhale. And on your exhale, curl your tailbone under, round back, scooping your lower abdominals in. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, again, curling the tailbone under. Gaze down. See that those low abs are drawing in towards your spine. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, engaging the lower abdominals and pelvic floor muscles. We round back and hold. On the next exhale, we're going to lift the arms. Inhale. Exhale, lift from the center of your body. Initiate from down low in your pelvis to engage those deep abdominals and pelvic floor muscles. Inhale, lower. Exhale and scoop to lift. Inhale and exhale. Let's go 3 more here. Challenging our core as we lift our arms up. Maintain that round position of your spine and lift the arms up and then grow tall. I'll let my knees fall out into a diamond. We'll go into a spine twist. On your next exhale, twist to the left, pulling that left shoulder blade back. Inhale, grow taller, and exhale, twist to the right. You'll want to still feel that your sit bones are anchored down and that this rotation is coming mainly from your mid-back, so you'll feel it stretching between your shoulder blades. Keep the length in your spine as you twist side to side. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, use your obliques to twist to the right. Inhale, exhale, grow tall, and rotate. Grow tall one more time. Keep that length in your spine as you fold forward into a stretch of your back. We're going to slide the legs straight out in front of you and go right into some rollbacks. We'll take an inhale to prepare. On your exhale, again, your tailbone curls under you. Your pelvis spins the whole time that you're rounding back to the mat, one bone at a time. Inhale, you can lift your arms. Exhale, chin down, ribs down, scoop those abs in, curl up bone by bone, and reach for your feet. And again, low abs, scoop in, lift your pelvic floor muscles up towards your navel. Put your tailbone down first, low back, ribs, and shoulders. Inhale. And exhale, see that those lower abdominals are drawing in the entire time that you're rolling up and down. You never want to see that they are bulging out. Trying to articulate through each bone of our spine. Reach forward, roll down. Bone by bone, take it slow without any momentum. This is going to be our last roll up here. Make it a good one, drawing in those ribs, fold down towards the pelvis. Reach forward, and then we're going to transition on this one right into single leg stretch. So as you roll back, pull that left knee up to tabletop. You can grab your shin and then switch, pull the right knee in, send the left leg away from you. We're going to inhale and switch and exhale and switch. One knee pulling into your chest and the other leg stretching away from your body. Again, moving with your breath. Every time you take an exhale, that's going to help you engage your deep abdominals a little bit more. And pull that left knee in and pause. Take your hands behind your head and twist towards that left knee. And then twist towards that right knee as you pull in. Inhale to the left and exhale to the right. Your pelvis is staying still. And again, this rotation is mainly coming from the upper part of your spine. Keep breathing deeply, feeling the abs burn. Got one more each direction. Last one, and lower down to your mat with control. Next variation will be a double leg stretch. So legs are coming up to tabletop, hands on your thighs, and curl up your head, neck, and shoulders. Your spine should be neutral here. So ribs are anchored down, tailbone is down, maybe just a little bit of space under your low back. Now on our exhale, I'm going to send my arms and legs straight, and then inhale and pull right back in with my abs. Reach long through your body, support it with your abs, and pull back in with your abdominals also. Now your breath can be in either direction here, so don't worry about which way you are breathing. Just make sure that you're never holding your breath during your workouts. Pull it in, stretch out, pull in with your abs. Support your low back as you reach. Bring it in. This is our last stretch out. Curl up higher and then lower down to your mat. Great job. We're going to go into some bridging here to open up the front of our hips. So knees bent, feet on the mat. We'll take an inhale. On your exhale, draw your low abs in. You'll start with a little pelvic tilt, so flatten your back into the mat. And then lift your hips, your tailbone, your sit bones up in the air. And then slowly roll back down to your mat, one bone at a time, back to that neutral spine. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, we start with that pelvic tilt. Abs are drawing in. Tailbone is lifting up towards the pubic bone. Maybe feel some openness through the front of your hips. And roll it back down. We'll add on. Bridge up again. We want to keep this connection between our rib cage and pelvis. So in this case of bridge, I don't want your ribs popped out, but keep this abdominal connection right here in the front of our body. You are going to take your left leg straight up to the ceiling, maintaining a level pelvis. We'll inhale, just drop the hips down without articulating through the spine. And then exhale, lift right back up. Inhale, exhale. So you should feel your glute on the right side working a lot to lift and lower your body. And always feeling your abs activate to support your back in these motions. We'll go 3 more. And last 2. Last one, lower your hips, hold that left leg up, curl up your head, neck, and shoulders, reaching your arms towards your feet. We'll go right into a scissor. So with that left toe pointed, we'll lower it down, flex the foot, and lift it right back up. Let's exhale and reach that left leg out away from you, and inhale, float it right back up. Your pelvis is still level, spine is still neutral, and you can see that your abs are pulling in. Point your foot down, float it up with your abs. Last 2 scissors. And bend that left knee and set the foot down. Make your feet even again, and on an exhale, you'll bridge your hips up in the air again for the other side. Now we slightly shift the weight over onto that left leg. Take the right leg straight up to the ceiling. Note that your pelvis is still level. One hip hasn't dropped. And we inhale, just lower the hips straight down, and exhale, lift them straight back up. Feel that left glute activating. Keep breathing deeply and connecting to those deep core muscles. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Lower down. Keep that right leg up. Curl up the head, neck, and shoulders. Reaching your hands towards your feet with the toe pointed to lower that right leg down. Flex the foot and lift it back up with your abs. Lower and lift. Exhale and inhale. You can keep the motion smaller if you need to keep the work mainly in your abs. Definitely if you feel any strain in your back, you'll want to just keep the motion a little bit smaller at a range of motion that you can control with your abs right now. We've got last 3 and 2 and last 1. Lift that leg up. Set the foot down and lower your head and chest down. We'll keep working those lower abdominals with a reverse curl. So now float one leg up the tabletop, followed by the other leg, reaching the fingertips long away from you and pressing them down into the mat for a bit of assistance. So inhale to prepare. My exhale is a deep abdominal pelvic floor lift to curl my tailbone up off the mat. You can do that with bent knees. You can be a little straighter in your legs if that feels better to you. But just make sure you have a lot of control from your core here and that you're not using momentum to send your legs over your head. Always doing this on an exhale to access that deeper layer of muscles. And doesn't matter what amount you're lifting. We've got 5 more. And 4. And exhale 3. This is our last one. And lower your feet back down to the mat with control. I'm turning over onto my left side next for side kicks. So just lying on my left side with my head straight down on my arm to keep alignment there. The top hip is stacked right over the bottom hip, and we'll want to maintain that throughout this exercise. So we're going to take the top leg straight and inhale and kick it straight forward. And on the exhale, draw those abs in, reach the right leg back behind you, only as far as you can without rotating your pelvis back or arching your back. So inhale forward with a neutral spine. Exhale, reach back also with a neutral spine. Inhale and exhale. Keeping the rest of your body still as you move that right leg forward and back. We've got 3 and 2. Last reach back and pause as we go into a bicycle. Now bend that right knee forward, kick it straight, sweep it straight back behind you. Bend the knee so the heel comes towards your bottom and knee forward again. Keep going in that bicycle motion, still checking in with your pelvis that it stays still and supported by your strong core as you move your leg in this bigger range of motion. This is our last time through here before we reverse. So now the leg kicks straight forward. Bend your knee, send your heel back towards the wall behind you, reach it straighter, and a straight leg kicks forward. Notice with this change in range of motion, if your back starts to arch or move around, and maybe you need to make it a little bit smaller to maintain your core connection. And this is our last time through. And right knee comes back down on top of the left. Push up and swing around to the other side. So before you start your kicks, finding your alignment here, head is just resting down, pelvis is stacked. Your top hip is right over the bottom one. Hand can be on your hip or down in front of you for a little more stability. We'll kick forward with a straight leg on the inhale. Exhale, abs in, reach that left leg back behind you. Inhale. Exhale, reach with that left glute. Inhale. Exhale, spine and pelvis stay still as you send just your leg back. Got 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Pause with that left leg straight back behind you. We go into the bicycle. Bend the knee forward. Kick it straight. Straight leg sweeps back. Bend your knee so your heel comes towards your bottom. And keep bicycling through. Every time you exhale, just notice that your lower abdominals automatically draw in a little more to support your spine. So keep that connection to your breath throughout your movement. Now pause with that leg straight back behind you. Let's reverse the direction. Straight leg kicks forward. Bend your knee. Bent knee presses back. Reach it straight back and kick straight forward. Keep moving that leg around. Check in with your pelvis, maybe hand on your hip to monitor for these last few. And last, kick forward. That left leg goes down and you'll push up to seated for some more core work. We are going to work on teaser here, so a challenging exercise. So we'll find that same round back, scoop of our pelvis that we did at the beginning of our workout. So curl back a bit, float one leg up to tabletop and the other leg up to tabletop. Find your balance here. You can always keep your feet down on this exercise. Let's roll our spine back bone by bone to the mat. Take an inhale, exhale, deep scoop, lift of the lower abdominals back up to our balanced position and lift the arms high. Drop the arms, roll back, pull those low abs in. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, scoop deeper to lift up. Lift your arms from the center of the body, lengthening through your spine. We've got 3 more times here. All that work in your abs. Try not to use your back muscles or your thigh muscles. Keep your control, no muscling through. This is our last one, rolling the upper body. We're going to start to move the lower body as we come up here into this teaser. So on an exhale, lift the legs straight. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lift from your center. We've got 3 more here. Take it slow. Get deep. We've got 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. This is your last teaser. You've got it. Hold for an inhale and an exhale. And lower down to the mat. Great job. We're going to open up through the front of the hips again here into a reverse plank. So I'm going to have my hands down with my fingers pointing towards my feet. We'll do the first couple reps with bent knees. Inhale to prepare. On the exhale, draw your abs in. You are going to lift your tailbone and your sit bones up into the air, drawing those abs in, and lower your hips back down to the mat. And again, on your exhale, lift up, draw in, and lower back down. You're welcome to stay with that variation, or for a little more challenge, we will go to straight legs. Same exercise. On your exhale, curl the tailbone under. Reach those sit bones out towards your feet so you're lengthening your spine as you lift up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press down with the feet. Feel your glutes engage. to lift your hips up in the air. Notice that those abs are drawing in to support your body and your back here. Inhale. Exhale. Looking for movement that's supported by a strong center. Inhale. This is our last lift up on the exhale. Lower abdominals draw up and in. Sit bones reach towards your feet. Keep that length through your spine. You can look straight up at the ceiling. And with control, lower your hips back down. We're rolling down one bone at a time all the way to the mat for some upper back work on our stomach. So turning over. And you'll find a neutral spine here. So you want to feel that your pubic bone is anchored down. Again, that your sit bones are reaching towards your feet so you have a length rather than compression in your low back. We'll take an inhale to prepare. On your exhale, pull those abs in, lift your entire upper back, arms, and head. And then inhale, put your hands down and just press up a little bit higher into an upper back bend. We'll lower down with control. On the exhale, abs lift, head, neck, and shoulders lift. Keep your gaze right at the top of the mat. You don't want to look in front of you because that will compress your neck. Put your hands down. Continue that lift through the upper back, only as high as you can without feeling any compression in your low back. Hover, head, neck, and shoulders and arms. Feel that engagement through the upper back. Press up higher. Abs drawing up and in to support your lower back. Slow lower down. Arms lift, chest lifts. Hands press. Shoulder blades always pulling down the back. We'll go through 3 more times. Reach your chest through your arms, feeling that upper back work and mobility. We've got 1 more time through. Hover, head, neck, and shoulders and arms, hands pressed down. Last time, lifting up into that nice upper back bend, and then continue to press your hips up and sit back into a child's pose to stretch your low back. We'll hold it for an inhale and exhale. And then coming right up to all fours, we're going to go into some plank work. So step your hands up towards the top of your mat so they're out in front of your shoulders. Tuck your toes under, and on an exhale, you are going to scoop your abs so much that your knees hover and your hips sit back towards your heels. And then inhale, straighten your knees, lift your hips high into a pike, and then exhale, press your tailbone forward into a plank. We'll go through that 4 more times. So sit your hips back on an exhale. Inhale, lift from the center of your body, feeling those low abs draw up and in. And then the tailbone presses forward. Stay puffed up through their shoulder blades to find a strong plank. Sit your hips back. Lift them high. Round and curl through your entire spine to that plank. Last 2 times through. Moving from a strong center. Last one. Lift those hips high, staying long and strong, and the entire body to plank. Drop those knees down. Rest in a child's pose again. Exhale. And back up for one more plank variation. So again, walking your hands up towards the top of the mat. We'll start the same way. Toes tucked under. On an exhale, scoop those abs up and in and hover your knees back to that crouch. This time, use your legs and your abs to press straight forward into plank. Continue that forward motion and rock on your toes, shoulders over wrists. Back towards your heels. Crouch your hips back towards your heels. On your exhale, press through your feet, your glutes, and your abs. Propel yourself forward, rocking on your toes. Flex your feet. Sit your hips all the way back. And we've got 3 more. We're working on the entire body, strengthening and connecting. Really quality movement that supports our backs and our bodies in our daily lives. Last time through. Sit those hips back. Press from your legs, your core. Propel yourself forward. And drop down to your knees. Got one final exercise. You're going to bring your right foot forward. So we're into a half kneel, arms straight out in front of you. So you should be stacked, head, hips, knee, all in alignment. On your exhale, you're going to press your tailbone forward towards your pubic bone. Press your hips forward, lift the arms up so you feel a stretch in the front of your thigh. Inhale, return. Exhale, abs up and in, tailbone presses forward towards your pubic bone. Keep your hips aligned, pointing straight ahead. They should be level if you can see that in a mirror. Making sure that you're at this point, that your ribs stay fairly connected to your pelvis rather than arching your back. And then this is our last time, pressing the tailbone forward. Drop your right hand down onto your thigh. Reach that left hand up higher and over to your right into a hip flexor stretch. Keep breathing into that stretch, letting all the tension in your body go. Feel the support of your abs as you control the stretch. Then come all the way back up, right knee down, left leg up in front of you, and arms straight in front of you. Taking a moment just to notice that your pelvis is pointing straight ahead, that you're as level as you can be. On your exhale, abs scoop in, tailbone presses forward, and arms lift up so you feel a stretch in the front of your right thigh. Inhale, return. Exhale, tailbone presses forward. And just moving as far as we can keep our alignment and core control. Keeping our bodies safe and healthy and pain-free. So we're moving better and feeling better in all our activities. We've got 3 more here. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, press forward. And then on the last one, we'll hold it for that stretch. Left hand down on the thigh. Reach taller up through that right hand, up through the crown of your head. Side bend over to the left. Feeling that stretch down the front of your right thigh, maybe in your abdomen too. And come down to both knees, and you have finished. Thanks so much for working out with me. I will see you next time.